210 Boxing TV here with all-time legend Roy Jones Jr. rocking the Spurs championship hat.
There
it is. All right, man, you in San Antonio for this press conference. How was it today?
It was great, man. You know, being back in San Antonio, I miss it. I've been so long, but I always remember them being very loyal boxing fans, and you always love being in a city that understands and loves the sport that God used to deliver you to the world with.
Now, I wanted to ask you something, right? Right, a little while ago, I just showed you the stoppage of Rollies Romero's fight last night.
Yeah.
What'd you think about it?
I thought it was a very premature stoppage. And it happens. It's a sport of boxing. Certain guys want to keep their guys clean so they can go on and make the bigger money fights. And last night was a perfect example of how that happens.
Have you ever seen anything like that?
Not quite like that, but I've seen something very close in Seoul, Korea. So yeah, I know the story. I know how it goes.
You were a guy that you went your own way. You really never signed with the big promoters. You know, you did like one-offs, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
What's wrong with boxing when the promotion favors a fighter like that, where it's just too obvious?
It makes it to where boxing is not fair anymore. And as you know, I'm definitely not a guy for unfairness, because in the Seoul Olympics, I dedicated 9 years of my life to win a medal. I won a gold medal at the Olympics. I got to the Olympics and to the finals, and I got robbed of that opportunity. And that's a very bad feeling, left a very bad taste in my mouth. So I'm not the type of guy who wants to see anybody get cheated. If a guy wins, let him win. If a guy loses, let him lose. So I'm definitely not a fan of stuff like that. And those are the type of things that I think continue to hurt the sport of boxing.
Do you feel like, backtracking a little bit to your Olympics, right? That gold medal match. Is that the worst decision ever in boxing? Because it's 3 rounds in amateurs, right? You won every round.
Right.
And you got 2, I believe, was it 1 or 2 standing 8 counts as well?
1 standing 8 count.
Yeah, you got a standing 8 count. Yeah. So how do you lose? Mathematically, how do you lose that fight?
There's no way. It's impossible. But that shows you the political effect that they had on boxing back then, amateur boxing, and it's still there. It hasn't got any better. And that's why the IOC and the IBA are fighting right now, trying to figure out what we're going to do. They're trying to even take boxing out of the Olympics. Can you imagine what's that going to do to the hopes and dreams of some of these kids who want to grow up to be young Roy Jones Jr.'s, young Floyd Mayweather's, young Muhammad Ali's, young
Oscar De La Hoya's,
young Oscar De La Hoya's, come on, man. You're taking their whole dream away from them. Or you're taking the first half of their dream away from them. If it wasn't for the Olympics, then what would I have focused on to become a great professional fighter? The Olympics was the first pinnacle. If you don't reach that pinnacle, then you start trying to be a world champion. But you first wanted to reach that pinnacle because you wanted to represent your country as a boxer, the best person from your country, to go out and give the best performance that you could for your country. It's called patriotism. You want to show that you're a patriot, you're a loyal patriot, and you really give it your all for your country.
Now, with Rolly, right, do you feel like they're doing that to get him another pay-per-view fight? That's why they did that?
That's not a question. I mean, you got to know that. That's without a question. That's what promoters do. They try to keep those guys as clean as they can keep them so that they can continue to have big fights.